Alrighty, we're here at 911 East Rosebrier in Springfield, and if you will bear with the audio, we've had a lot of traffic here, and there's a guy 2 doors down cutting his grass. It looks like we've got a home here with vinyl siding, and the first thing noticeable is the sidewalk. As you come up the driveway, we have a very large crack, and I think our big tree here is really doing a number on the driveway. Kind of makes a tripping hazard, starting to wreak havoc on the front sidewalk as well, and has made a tripping hazard here. So this guy is going to be an issue with any type of sidewalk that's poured here. The 2-car garage, we've got separate bays, and the good news about this is the vinyl siding also extended to here. This first bay here on the left does not have an opener. The one on the right does have an opener. The vinyl siding looks like it's in pretty good shape. Vinyl windows have been looking pretty good. The soffits appears to be intact on the front, and I think all it needs is a power wash in some places, and the front looks pretty good. Over here on the side of the home, I think those gables are vinyl up there, so we're all vinyl on this side. Looks like it's intact, in good shape. Soffits looks good. Fascia looks good. Down here in the foundation, the black paint has chipped quite a bit and will either need to be repainted or whatever. Downspouts look like they're pretty well intact. We've got a gate to the backyard on this side. We're going to step into the backyard. We've got a concrete block patio that's kind of sunk in some places. Again, the vinyl siding in the back doesn't look real bad. Just needs a good power wash. The back door is secured, and we've got some dog scratches there, some plywood that needs painted there, but that door we may end up consider just replacing entirely. I mean, we've got gaps right there. I mean, with all of that, unless you want to refinish the door, I guess, it may end up being replaced. Chain link fence that encloses the entire backyard. Gates on each side. We take a look at the back of the home. I couldn't get up on the roof, but the roof looks okay. I didn't see any obvious patching or anything like that. And again, that black foundation is going to need to be painted. The other side of the home, everything looks pretty good. A little bit clearer over here. We've got a basketball goal with a wooden baseboard. It's seen better days. I'm going to go around and take a look at the concrete foundation. I could only see one real obvious crack, and that was in the garage. I'll show that to you later. It's also noted in the pictures. Kind of hard to see in the sunlight here, but fascia, vinyl siding, soffits looks pretty intact. There might be a small gap up there. I guess that would be the southwest corner of the home, but that's about the only exposed spot I've seen so far. Back here in the backyard, I'm not sure if that's mildew or what that is, but it's almost looks like an oil type thing. Not sure where that came from, but one of the things that Steve wanted me to take a look at was the deck, and I guess it is separating from the home. I got pictures of the AC unit as well as the serial number. Thefts are kind of up right now, and it's good to have that information just in case. We've got lag bolts that have been put in right here, and I got several photos of this. I'm counting 1, 2, 3, a gap there, and then a 4th lag bolt, and that's all the lag bolts I counted for the rest of the deck. And it looks from underneath like it's solid, but let's take a look at the stair. I counted 10 steps on this stairway, And you can see where it looks like there's been some sort of caulk or something. And you can, as we go up the steps, you can kind of see how that's come away from the home as we proceed up. And now, this is what's perplexed me. I can see nails pulled out, but I don't see any lag bolts, and I'm missing something. But that gap that's pulled away goes almost the entire, like about half the length of that deck, rather. And of course the deck needs a good power wash. I don't know if that's pressure treated wood or not down here on this lower rail. We're a little bit wobbly. And there you can see, here we are at the door to the kitchen dining area. Everything looks okay. I don't know, Steve, you'll have to look at this because it's like the place where the lag bolts are. That's where it's the farthest apart. You tell me. We don't have any balusters on this, but it feels relatively solid. I didn't know if a 2x4 was kosher or not for a bottom rail or not. It seems to be okay. I can't tell if that's, in concrete or not. It doesn't look like it is. But at least this looks like it's pressure treated, so we've got a little bit of time left. But pretty icky gooey. You got the washer, or the dryer vent right there, so it's got a little bit of traffic around here. The door into the kitchen dining area is pretty scratched up as well. Hasn't taken quite the beating that the garage service door has, but it's probably looking at being replaced or really sanded down, one or the other. Alright, before we take a step inside here, we're going to look at these two pillars. Even though everything, the ceiling's vinyl, that front gable's vinyl, everything's looking good, the soffits is intact. These wood posts, I think, are going to need some attention here one of these days. The other one over here kind of looks about the same, maybe a little bit worse. We got a little bit of rock going on down there as well, like I showed in the pictures. And everything looks pretty solid. It doesn't look like the tree roots have affected the front porch yet, but we just need a good power wash and maybe some landscaping trim up to make the front look good. Some birds have kind of made their way in, but other than that, this is looking pretty good. Let's take a look inside. Okay, as we come through the double red doors, we're going to a wood stairway that has had a lot of traffic, pretty worn and scratched up, and it's probably crying for some new carpet. The handrail going up there is pretty worn and scratched up too. The doors might need some paint. And if they need locks, I know a really good locksmith in the Springfield area that can get you fixed up. How about that? We've got a partition that was built here with kind of a 2x4 frame and kind of feels a little undone. Needs something there to cover that up, but it is painted. And let's come on up here. We've got kind of a variety of flooring of, this type here and two different types of laminate. Kind of a newer, brighter laminate in the main living room. So far so good. We got vinyl picture windows with a vinyl picture window with some other vinyl windows kind of flanking the sides. The popcorn ceiling looks good throughout the entire room. Unfortunately, with homes like this age, they didn't always put a center light fixture. I guess that's just one of my preferences. Got a built-in bench there that needs some fresh paint. And the baseboard in this room was likely removed to accommodate the new laminate flooring. About the only sheetrock issue, other than just needing some minor stuff, we do have one little chunk right there that needs to get fixed up. That takes us into the kitchen. The kitchen's dining area. This might qualify as a formal dining since it's separated from it. We've got some checkered flooring, vinyl flooring, laminate flooring that's kind of starting to curl up a little bit there at the edges. It's relatively intact. We do have one square right there that's a little beat up. But about the only thing here for marketing would be the good neutralization job. The popcorn ceiling looks good. Looks like that might be the original lighting fixture. Probably the original chair rail, a little bit of a chunk there. Vinyl windows to overlook the backyard. And it looks pretty good in here. That takes us into the kitchen. The kitchen has laminate counters, same type of linoleum flooring. One thing that I didn't notice there on the first round of photos I took, that's kind of torn up a little bit there. Everything seems to look somewhat okay, although that particle board might be replacing something that was fixed or damaged. No dishwasher, obviously. Cabinet doors have been taken off there. And kind of a makeshift cabinet that probably needs some paint. Kind of a neat wallpaper effect there, and make it look like it's cracked. I did see a microwave down in the garage. I don't know if it works or not though, but that's a newer stovetop there, range. Kind of dissected the phone jack. Not a lot of sheetrock damage that I can tell. We've got ceramic tile backsplash. That's probably original to the home. It all looks like it's pretty well intact. Here's some extra boards for setting hot things on it down. Kind of a compact kitchen with looks like it's probably the original cabinets. Well, let's take a look down the hallway and see the rest of this main level. I couldn't get the hall light to come on, so bear with me. I'm going to get my flashlight out here. The hall's in pretty good shape. It looks like it still has its baseboard. Got a little bit of artwork here that'll need painted. Attic fan, thermostat, attic fan controls. Got a bedroom on there, and the popcorn ceiling looks pretty good all the way through the hallway. Looks like it was recently painted. Original casing is still as we go into bed 1. I don't know where the door is for bed 1. We may need a door there. And it kind of has, bed 1 does have a vinyl window. The closet doors are gone. And we've got kind of a variety of laminate flooring. A little bit of a gap there, and then no flooring there. There is a little bit of ceiling stain that I had missed in my first round of photos. Nothing active, just a basic light fixture. Other than that, the popcorn ceiling looks good. The closet popcorn ceiling looks good. Looks like that might have been made into a desk. We're missing the top shelf and the clothing rack. Then we'll step back into the hallway. And this is probably one of the most artistic rooms I have seen in quite a while. I couldn't see any sheetrock damage. If it is, it's well hidden in the artwork. The popcorn ceiling looks good. The only issues I think that I saw, what were they? Popcorn ceiling was good. Oh yes. The peel and stick tiles, they don't look bad right now. They do have a little bit of a gap. That's always an issue with those. And you do kind of finish out the floor vent there. There's no closet doors, but everything else looks okay. That popcorn ceiling looks good in there. And a lot more artwork. Somebody really knows how to draw well. The only thing I can draw usually is I draw flies. This bedroom did have a punch in it that I had overlooked in my photos. Other than that, the door doesn't look too bad. Alright, let's go into the hall bathroom. I believe the lights are working in here. Hall bathroom has a laminate counter. Kind of some modern take to the cabinets down there. Most of the handles are gone on it. Toilet looks like it's pretty well intact. We do have some issues here with some missing ceramic tile. The the tub was converted into a shower, where you got the shower board here on the top and the ceramic tile there on the bottom. Tub looks like it's still going strong. Probably use those for a bomb shelter in the apocalypse. Looks like somebody's calling me. I need to get this. That looks like it's the original toilet. It seems to be holding on good. The door looks okay, I think so. No, it's not. We've got a punch. Punch right there in the door. We got some chippy things down there as well. And as far as I know, we're okay underneath there, although it does look a little worn out and bubbly down there. Nothing active though. We got a little bit, I did bring this up in the, we might need some fresh caulking, although that's kind of starting to look a little bit of rot there or something going on. Time and the elements.